The atmosphere within the franchise has never been so tense. And if you think things can't get any worse, just wait until you see everything we have in this video. But before we dive into all the details, leave a like below to strengthen the channel and, of course, subscribe. Your help is essential for us to grow and bring you even more exclusive news about the Bears. Now let's understand what's really going on. Matt Eberflus' future as head coach of the Chicago Bears seems increasingly uncertain, especially with the recent behavior of general manager Ryan Poles. Known for being accessible and communicative with the media, Poles has presented a silence that has drawn attention amid the turbulent moment of the team. Public criticism of the coaching staff by players and the recent mission of offensive coordinator Shane Waldron have highlighted a growing internal dysfunction. This scenario calls into question the relationship between Poles and Eberflus, raising questions about a possible breakup or strategic change by the general manager. The Poles' support for Eberflus at the start of the year now appears to be under review, with signs that trust may be eroding. In recent weeks, Ryan Poles' absence from press conferences has been notable. For 3 consecutive weeks, Poles has avoided the microphone, unusual behavior for a leader who has traditionally been a constant presence, even in difficult times. During that period, the team has been shaken by statements from its own players, who have been vocal in their criticism of the coaching staff. Changes in the structure of the season have also been significant, including roster adjustments and the departure of Waldron, setting up an effort to correct course amid the crisis. However, the Poles' stance of complete silence suggests that he may be rethinking his approach and possibly his commitment to Eberflus' permanence. Further complicating the narrative, the relationship between Poles and Eberflus carries important nuances. When Eberflus was hired, many speculated about the extent to which Poles were involved in the decision, given that he joined the organization shortly after the coach was named. Despite this, in January of this year, Poles publicly expressed their support for Eberflus, maintaining his leadership capacity for the time being for a supportive season. Now, with performances underperforming and pressure mounting on the coaching staff, Poles' absence has been interpreted in ways that range from self-preservation to a potential strategy to pave the way for deeper changes. The Bears' current season reflects an organization mired in internal conflict. Players have expressed dissatisfaction with the team's planning and execution, pointing to structural issues that go beyond on-field performance. Recent negotiations, combined with changes in the coaching staff, have added fuel to the speculation about the future of Poles. The difficult times have put Poles and Eberflus in the spotlight, with fans and analysts questioning whether either has what it takes to turn around the bleak scenario. The next phase of the season will be decisive for Eberflus' future. If the difficulties persist, it is likely that Poles will allow the head coach to face the consequences alone, or that they could end up firing him. This approach, while risky, could be seen as a strategic move by Poles to save his own position and make room for a leadership shakeup in the meantime. At the same time, a fan base will pay attention not only to the results on the field, but also to any statements or actions that might provide clues about Poles' plan for the future. In light of this, Ryan Poles' silence emerges as a central element of the Chicago Bears' current crisis. This stance could indicate a calculation by Eberflus or simply reflect the gravity of the situation, which requires consideration before drastic actions. Regardless of the reason, the head coach appears to be increasingly isolated, with the prospect of becoming the main person responsible for the organization's failures. For the Poles, the challenge will be to prove that their leadership can withstand the pressure and point the franchise in a new direction amid the chaos.